What's up guys, this is Danny Plays. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build this monstrosity. Today we're going to be building an AT-AT from Star Wars, or I believe the All-Terrain Attack Transport, if you want to be nerdy about it. But I'm a big Star Wars nerd, so, you know, I'm good with it. So, I just want to remind you that I don't do YouTube as a living, so the body is a bit rough, but we're gonna start constructing it anyway. So, seeing as there were multiple in the Battle of Hoth, I figure I can just line this one up kind of right next to this one. So, let's start with the feet. Also, before I do this, I would like to but clarify that I'm not gonna, just so you don't get bored from like repetitiveness and stuff, I'm not gonna be building all the legs on camera. Basically, I'm gonna build one leg and then go into like a what's it called? Time lapse. I'm gonna go into a time lapse, and from the time lapse, basically, it'll be sped up by 8 times. I'll get all the other legs done, and then we'll move on to the next part. And the rest of it will, anytime we have something repetitive, like the body, for instance, part of it is the same on multiple sides. I'll just speed up the part that's the same, and we can get going. Now, I built this thing. I built the legs the other day, which is why, in case you noticed, I've been kind of looking at this leg across from me a lot to remember how to build it. Because I built this leg probably about like a week or 2 ago, and then I finished the rest of the body today. So, how many blocks was that? Well, I know it's at least 4, because I do that. So let me try and also explain why I'm building it the way it is. So in Star Wars, right, the AT-AT has quite a few gears exposed in its leg, so I was trying to replicate that. So there's quite a few places where there's like holes and circles just kind of placed randomly throughout the leg, and that's because in the movies they had exposed gears, so that's why I have it like this. And I'm not gonna, an AT-AT, I don't really see, I can't give you a step-by-step. I would recommend starting with the legs, obviously. And I'll give you the dimensions and stuff. I believe the legs, I'll tell you the leg dimensions once they're finished being built, because, like I said, I don't really remember those dimensions. However, I can tell you the dimensions of the spacing. The legs are 20 blocks apart, and I believe they're 20 blocks long apart. Width-wise, I believe it's 10 apart. Actually, I think it might be 12 across. Yeah, okay, so they're 12 across, I believe. They're 7 across, however, if you're doing it from leg to leg tip. Here, they're still 20 across, I believe. Yeah, so 20 and 7. 20 long, 7 apart, and that's how that works when it comes to those. The legs, the spacing, anyway. Then we got to go on to the next part of the leg, which this is where it starts getting close to the part where it connects to the actual body. So instead of it being this skinny thing with exposed gears and all that, we're getting to a point where it's actually going to start getting wider and having kind of a more sturdy looking structure. Wait, what did I do here? Okay, I see. So that goes like that. Then we've got to build around it like so. Because this is actually supposed to be another gear, I believe, with it being here. Now, this is the first leg completed, I believe. So, I haven't done the back or anything, and I'll do the back of the legs later. But for now, I think, like I said, I'm going to speed it up, and I'll go, and since it's sped up, I will do the rest of the legs, and we'll get to the body in a second. But, okay, what's up guys, we're back. I built the 4 legs, so now it's time to build the base of this beast. Okay, so basically we're gonna do this kind of like, this needs to be 1 block above this. That's how that needs to be. And seeing as I believe this needs to be all, so this goes like this, right? So then we gotta be like like that, and then now that's odd. Because this needs to be, ooh, wait, whoops, I did this one too long on both sides, because this thing needs to be here. But that's not right. This should be, it should be 1 block further. Wait, so this right here is where the black needs to be. Okay, so actually, these need to be like that. And this right here is where the black has to be. Wait, what's that? Yeah, okay, so that's right. And honestly, whether or not they're wide enough, I don't know. But we'll work on that later. So now this needs to be the base needs to be 6 blocks tall. So we take this and go, it actually ends up being a bit taller once you do all the detailing, but I'm going to do all that stuff later and get the base done right now. I want this video to be shorter, so when I said there was a time lapse, that might, if there's no time lapse, that's because I decided that I wanted the video to be shorter and I didn't want to waste time with the time lapse. But for now, we've got a decent thing going here. So now we need to put half flaps up here, and we can do the top of the body. Now the next part is this thing right here, and this needs to be set back like so. It'll be... Now, first of all, I should build up this right here. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I've never built an AT-AT before this video, which is why it doesn't look 100%. But I think I did a pretty good job for just winging it. So let's keep going. So first of all, that goes out by 2, am I right? Yeah. Then it goes, because this thing actually curves in, we're gonna have it curve in like this. And don't worry about the legs being attached, we'll get to that later. So for now, let's build up this part, and like I said, once I get this part done, I'm going to cut ahead till after the next part is done. Now, this part is actually shorter than the other one, so instead of doing 6 blocks, I'm only going to do 5. And I think part of the reason this doesn't look quite right is it's a bit more round than the ones in the movie were. But in the end, it works out just fine, so I'm not going to worry about it. And I can already tell I'm doing something different. See, like this one was all 7 across. Well, this one is only 5. So, you know, I did something different. But, you know, different isn't always a bad thing. So we'll figure that out later. I mean, I see the problem, but I'm not sure why that's a problem. Perhaps it was supposed to be something a bit more like that. I think that is the case, and we'll do that on the other side as well. So now that we have that done, which that'll become the front, because I'm going to have them facing the same way. And let's look at this, and in the blink of an eye, it will be built on the other side. Okay, now that the other side is built, let's go on to connecting the legs. This part is a part I really wasn't sure how to do, because I built this thing almost entirely. Because I messed up on the body, instead of, since I've got most of the body done anyway, let's continue on over here, and I'll show you how the head is built, and how the legs are built. And by legs, I mean the connecting bits. So first of all, you see you build just kind of an arch like I did over there around the leg. Behind it, you have staircases that connect it up to this platform right here, which connects to the body. You just do this on every one, and it works out fine. Also, for detailing, I put stairs here and then half slabs here in order to give it some more depth and scale. Here we have half slabs and stairs to make it look like it more gradually slopes instead of being such a huge transition. Even though the transition is still huge, it does help. It's harder to make really defined and small slopes in Minecraft. So now we have, and it's the same here, just half slabs all around. It makes the slope more gradual. as you can see, for whatever reason I did it on that side but not that side. So we build up a bit, make it build around the neck. The neck is only 2 blocks, it is 3 blocks wide and 3 blocks down. However, it is only 2 blocks long when it comes to that, so that the head doesn't look like it's too far disconnected. The head is 8 blocks long. However, because the head kind of bends in, at the 4th block, we do 2 blocks and 2 half slabs with the other 4 blocks behind it. Again, the head also slopes down, so we use half slabs to make a more gradual slope. Then the face itself is relatively flat, except for some staircases and half slabs with redstone blocks behind them, because it actually has a reddish face. Like that, the port where the people would look through had a red tint to it, and I thought the redstone would look better than red glass. Next is the weapons. I did the side guns on all weapons are located on an AT-AT's face. So I did the side guns as 1 stair forward, 1 upside down, and another like this. From there we have the gray concrete, and we did 3 stone walls in order to demonstrate. It's andesite walls, sorry, to demonstrate the walls. Then we have another exactly the same, except for it's only 1 staircase. And I'm sorry that I messed up on the second one and I didn't get to show you how to actually build it, but I hope that I explained it well, and that is how you build an AT-AT in Minecraft. So we will see you next time, and thank you for watching.